let's talk romantasy. And I thought, why not just dress up? So that's why I'm here like that. And I saw the video and the tag first from Jessica from Piece of Books. She posted it like a week ago, and I thought I'm gonna do it also. There's 12 questions in the tag, and again I have my trusty notebook and I've written everything. So the first question is, what was your gateway romantasy book? So to answer this question, I have the books here to show you. So it's the Is Fair Assassin series by Robin Lefevre, the first one being Grave Mercy, the second one Dark Triumph, and the third one, I don't have it because I didn't like it, so I unrolled it. It's Motor Heart, and I read it. I had to check back on my, I have on my notes app on my iPad. I have like every book I've read since 2018, and I read this one in January 2021. So yeah. The second question is, what is the longest romantasy book you've read? And I think this one goes to Heat of the Everflame by Pencool, because the edition I had on my Kindle had like 1,028 pages, if I remember correctly. I haven't written it down, but yeah, that was the longest book I've ever read. The third question is, what is an underrated romantasy more people need to read? To me, it's underrated because on Booktube I haven't seen many people talking about it, but when I did my research like 5 minutes ago, the books are, the first book at least had like 9,000 ratings, so it's pretty good. But I think more people should talk about it, and it's the Peaches and Honey duology by Herrera. I will put a picture here. And I read it last year, I think it was like in May or June, and it's very reminiscent of The Invisible Life of Adi LaRue by V. Schwab, but I much preferred the duology. I don't know why I don't have it on my shelf, maybe I should buy it. But it was very sweet, and it very, like, I like calm books, and it's very calm. A lot of things happen, and it's very deep also, but to me it made me feel calm, and it was very sweet, the romance between the two characters, so I really like it, and I think more people should read it. The fourth question is, what is the longest romantasy series you've read? And like Jessica in her video, she talked about A Court of Thorns and Roses. That is also my answer, because there are like 4.5 books, and it's very rare that I read more than trilogies. I don't mind long book series, but I haven't read them at the moment. Fifth question is, what is a romantasy book that is worth the hype? And I think it's the Kindred Scurs saga, like Heat of the Everflames, my Spark of the Everflame. But when I did my research, again, 5 minutes ago, I've been waiting for the fourth book, like everybody since last year, and I saw there was a release date, but it's in July in 2026, and I'm like, criminal, it's criminal. I'll wait, but it's like a 2 years wait, so yeah. The sixth question is, what romantasy as your favorite romance? Having the Is Fair Assassin series being the first romantasy series I've read, I've kind of been spoiled for the rest of every romance, because the romance in this book is like my favorite one. It's between Sibella and Beast, and in this series, in each book, in each three of the book, you follow a daughter of death. They are brought up in a convent, and then they have to play spy for the crown of France and also Britannia. It was when Bretagne wanted to be independent from France, so Britain is like the western part of France. And so yeah, they play spy, and there's a lot of historical knowledge in this book, even if it's fantasy because they are daughter of death, so they have kind of special powers. If I had read the trigger warnings before reading this book, I don't think I would have read the book, because it's a lot about rape, it's a lot about child abuse, parental abuse, incest, and you know, that type of book that you didn't know you needed until you read it. So for me it was this book, and both the characters are really, really, really traumatized and really hurt from their past, and it's so sweet, the romance they have together. I try not to cry, but yeah, for me it was a really impactful romance. and every time they were on page, I was like, oh, they deserve each other. They deserve to have some peace in their life. So yeah, it will be this book. On another topic, and on a more fun topic, the 7th question is, what is your favorite cover of a romantasy book? I don't know if cozy fantasy is considered like romantasy, or is it like 2 different genres? But I don't care, because I want to talk about the covers in the series called Falling for Fables by Jenna Wolfhart. So at the moment there's 3 books that have been published. There's Forged by Magic, Brewed in Magic, and Mind in Magic. And the next one, Built by Magic, is gonna get published next month in March. So I'm quite excited. But I love the covers, especially Brewed in Magic. But now that I've seen Built by Magic, I'm like, the covers are so beautiful. And then for the 8th and 9th question, which is, what is your all-time favorite romantasy, and who is your all-time favorite romantasy author? I don't know if I have an answer for both of these questions, because I have many favorite things, but I can say, oh yeah, this author is like my favorite author. Not the case. And it's the same with the books, so I don't really have an answer for it. Question 10 is, what is the last romantasy book that you read? I have 2 answers for this, because the last book I finished is my reread of Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. I reread it because first I searched like recaps to read Onyx Storm, and when I read the recap I was like, I don't remember, I just remember the end with the Xeden, but I didn't remember like everything in the middle. So I decided to reread it, and it was a good thing, because I much preferred the story during my reread than during the first time I read it, so I was quite happy about it. So yeah, the last romantasy I read is this one, but the other answer is, I'm currently reading the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. I'm more than halfway through, but yeah, I'm currently reading this one, so that's why I have 2 answers for this question. And the second to last question is, what are the top 3 romantasy books on your TBR? I think top 3 at the moment is Guild by Raven Kennedy. It's at the top of my TBR because I've been thinking a lot about this book. This book has been a lot on my mind, but like I said in my whole video, I'm quite scared about certain topics in the books, so I don't know how I will react, but I want to find out, so that's one. The second one is Heavenly Bodies by Imani Herrieux. So for me that would be a reread, but the first time reading it traditionally published. So yeah, I'm quite excited for my reread. And the first one is, and I don't have it, is Onyx Storm. I think right now it's been out for like 2 weeks. I haven't read it yet, and I've avoided all the spoilers, so I'm quite happy about it. But I'm gonna read it like maybe next week or the week after next. So I'm quite excited about that. And finally, the last question is, who are your favorite romantasy content creators to follow? So I only have one person to recommend, and it's Rachel from Raven-Haired Reader. I think more than half of the romantasy books I've read is because she talks about them and recommends them, or just hold them. So yeah, not every book she recommends is a hit for me, but I love to discover new romantasy. So yeah, I really like her content, and I really like her reading vlog. So every Sunday I'm like, yes, a new vlog. So yeah, that was the Romantasy Book Tag. And if you have any suggestions, or if you want to talk about romantasy in the comments, I'll be there to respond to you. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.